So today I want to share with you one of my favorite recipes, something I make on a weekly basis because it is super quick, super flavorful, and of course, super healthy. So it is my tofu vegetable medley. So for my flavor, I am going to use two main ingredients, red miso paste and a chili paste. And my favorite chili paste is sambal oleg. And I really feel that the flavor of these two ingredients goes very well together for any of your recipes. So what I have here is 2 cups of water, and I already added 2 tablespoons of red miso paste. And to this, I am going to add 1 tablespoon of the sambal oleg chili paste because I like it a little spicy, but you can dial it down a little bit if you wish. By the way, you can get these 2 ingredients at your Asian store, and I've also found them at Whole Foods. And then for our healthy fat, I am going to add 1 teaspoon of ground flax. And 1 teaspoon of ground flax is enough for me to be able to absorb all of my fat-soluble vitamins in the rest of the ingredients. So I don't need to add any more salt or butter or oil. This is all that we need for our flavor. Okay, so this is it. So this is our flavor and our liquid for our dish. So to this, let's add lots of vegetables. So I'm going to add my root vegetables in the form of a carrot, 1 medium carrot, as well as 1 ginger. And I just use frozen ginger. Very easy to put a little cube in there. There we go. And then I'm also going to use some bulb vegetables. So I have garlic here, and I am going to use 2 teaspoons of garlic. Whoa, I think I left it out a little too long. And I'm also going to use onion, but not right away because I like the texture to stay crunchy, so I'm going to use that later. And then finally our stem vegetables in the form of asparagus. Super healthy vegetable, great detox vegetable, also binds well to those toxic bile acids. And what I do is I save the stems. Obviously you can't eat the ends of the asparagus, and I will use them for my vegetable broth later. And then to this, again, our cruciferous vegetables, I'm going to use frozen Brussels sprouts, about a cup. I already put some ground mustard beforehand. And then the greens. So I have half a cup of frozen kale. And then finally, our protein. So my favorite protein is tofu, and I'm using 1 entire block of farm tofu. Okay, and that's it. It is so simple because again, you're getting all the flavor from the miso paste and the red chili paste, and it creates such a great foundation for all your vegetables and your protein. So I'm gonna put the lid on, make sure the seal is tight, and I pressure cook this for 2 minutes. That's it. It's a very quick dish. And then I will do an instant release or a quick release. All right, so our Instant Pot just beeped, and literally it's only been about 7 or 8 minutes. So it's a really quick dish. And it was 8 minutes where my hands were free to do other things. I think that's the beauty of the Instant Pot. All right, so let's do a quick release. So the whistle is down. Oh, smells so good. All right, so now I like to add my onions, another bulb vegetable, and I also like to add my cilantro. If you have any cabbage, purple cabbage, green cabbage, this would be a good time to add that as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it sit with the lid covered. I'm not going to cook it, but just let it sit for a few minutes. And the onions will get a little soft, but will still maintain their crunchiness. Okay, so I have opened the lid. Make sure you don't leave it down for more than 3 or 4 minutes because you want all the vegetables to maintain their texture. So here we go. We have a great dish. One thing I forgot to add that I typically add is a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, and I will usually add it to my liquid. So make sure you add that, gives it a little bit more nutrients, right? So this is what it looks like. It's delicious. It's delicious by itself, but if you wanted to make it a little bit more filling, you can also try it with a little bit of quinoa from my quinoa recipe. I think this is such a great dish because it is very flavorful from the red miso paste and the chili paste, and the vegetables hold their texture so well, especially the asparagus, the Brussels sprouts, the carrots, and the onions. So enjoy.